Okay, line links resistance are here as always. I don't use the curbs much because it tends to unsettle the car too much, so I just miss the curbs here. Here we are setting up for the chicane. I've just got a point in time where just after the shadows here, which are just starting to brake. In fact, you can actually do with braking a touch earlier. I'm actually coming here a bit too quick. Turning a couple of gears. On the brakes again. I brake for the last part if I can in a straight line. You can cut the grass, so even braking on the grass in a straight line, it's not too much of a problem. But I just go into here a bit too hot. She's settled. You can run the curb on the way and that's not a problem at all, but it's going to obviously push you wide. I'm accelerating where I should be with neutral again because I've just basically got in there too hot and have to lift off in the middle of the second part. So on the left hand side you can use some curb on the way in as well. Obviously that would be the most optimum line, but the car turns quick and obviously she doesn't ride. The curbs are brilliant. Some are okay, some aren't. So carry about 64 through here if you can. Make your way over to the right hand side, and nice and early start the manoeuvre. Get yourself well over to the right here to give you a wide line through the bend and down into second gear. Turning nice and early to get the car used to the change of direction, because we are doing like 80 mile an hour basically braking. And then what you can do, you can let the brakes off, and once you know she's settled you can get straight on the gas and you're powering all the way through. You can run some curb on the exit as well. I don't tend to use the curbs here a lot because basically it just saves fighting the car. So all the way down here, just little rocking manoeuvres on the steering. Look, slight bit of curb there, letting her run all the way across, you know, left and right hand edges of the course. Same story through here. So we start the manoeuvre just as we get into the shadowed area again here of the trees. Stay as far right as you can. I changed down 2 gears, still on the brakes, so she's settled now. Need to be turning nice and early. And again, I'm onto the right lock even before I'm on the bend because we're carrying 90 through. So, and because I know she's settled, she's going to hold the line, and you can carry like 85 through that bit. So don't try, you know, where you can. The route to the speed here is little movements and use as much of the track as you can. You do the curb where you know it's safe. These two are fine. And again, just before you leave the curb, I'm already setting up for the left-hander that's coming. So a bit of brake here will help settle the car after she leaves this curb. I actually lose a little bit too much speed here. You can carry 95 through here, but there you go. It's not a perfect lap, but it's, you know, it's not too shabby. So again, I could have used more of the road there as well. I missed the apex. But later entry would have helped there a little bit, and it's I say, don't fight with her. I'm actually turning there where I could have been letting her run wide. Look onto the right hand side, and here we go. The lettered area here is a braking point. Get yourself down a gear again. Braking settles the car. She's already turning anyway, and now she's going to obviously track to the inside to the apex. So on the power, nice and early. I just do that just to make sure I don't overcook it and end up on the grass on that left hand side. So okay, just entering the second part of stage A, virtually on the grass here as you can see, and started to introduce some steering to the right hand side to set up for this first part, this right hander. 134 mile an hour, there's actually no need to brake here. You just need to start turning quite early and be careful on this first curb. So as always, only turn as much. Look, I'm just rocking the steering on just to get her used to the motion. Basically I've took quite a bit of curb there, but I've rocked off the throttle just to make sure she's not unsettled too much and she doesn't bounce and fling me off the left hand side of the track. So now, as you can see with the steering, we're just introducing steering on and off, very tiny short quick movements to carry the most speed through as possible. So just a really nice smooth careful line all the way through. And this is going to be enough to take you through right down to the cones at the end. Mini TTC lap coming up next. I just need to run some more laps. Cheers.